Welcome to 1231 West Kemper Road, Forest Park, Ohio, home of the Winton Warriors. Moeller Crusaders paying a visit to the Warriors for this OHSA men's varsity basketball matchup. I am Jonathan Palmer alongside Patrick Lewis.
Hello.
Hello, Cincinnati.
Here we go. Good game coming up.
Beautiful day outside, so we're stuck in here for some basketball.
Well, yeah, it's what, like February?
It's 50
7th?
degrees.
It's awesome. It's completely awesome. It's like 55 degrees outside, and we are stuck in here. But you know what? It's gonna get heated up pretty quickly. We're both pretty excited about this matchup. Winton Woods at 5-14 going against Moeller, who is just coming off a great win at Elder. I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
And
Get on.
Moeller tied for first with LaSalle in the GCL South standings. Fairly full crowd here for a Saturday evening. Teams finishing warm-ups. Public address introductions just starting. We will step aside to public address announcer Don Gillespie, who is about to introduce the national anthem. Myself and Patrick will be back on the flip side of that.
To Tarboro. Their experience and integrity qualify them for this important part in this friendly interscholastic basketball game. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a country with freedoms unmatched. Please join us now with our hats off as we honor America. Let's give a big welcome to our visitors, the Moeller Crusaders, led by Coach Carl Kramer. Your starting lineup, number 5, Nate Georgeston. Number 21, Sam McCracken. Number 22, Trey McBride. Number 23, let's welcome Grant Pittman. And number 25, Curtis Hoffman. For your Winton Woods Warriors, led by head coach Donnie Gillespie. Number 0, Coyote Debuku. He'll wear number 2, Jacob Goins. Number 5, Rodney Parks. He's a 6'2" senior, number 20, Kevin Austin. And number 1, standing 6'8", Austin Jones. Let the games begin.
Let the games begin indeed. Once again, Jonathan Palmer and Patrick Lewis with you. And Patrick, as we said at the top of the show, Moeller is a stellar basketball team coming off of a big win against conference rival Elder last night.
Yeah, Elder was, up until 2 weeks ago, undefeated in the Greater Catholic League, and they looked like they were just going to go for the entire season undefeated. But they lost LaSalle at LaSalle, and then they come into Moeller, lose at Moeller, and now it's a big task for these guys coming off they could be exhausted. They come out lethargic as no one touches the ball on the tip. we're going to do it over. Guess they're sleepwalking up to the line.
It's early on a Saturday. That ball touched and won by the Crusaders, number 5, Nate Georgeton.
Yeah, Georgeton is their main ball handler.
Up and good, number 21, Sam McCracken.
Sam McCracken, a 6'7", 185-pound forward, uses his height well on rebounds and uses his length to get above the rim.
Zero Coyote DeBoyko into number 1, Austin Jones, and a foul to the line for 2 will go Jones. Foul is on number 22, Trey McBride. This will be his first.
And here we go, looking at that great fake of the handoff to Georgeton, and McCracken around the free throw line drains it for the first points of the game.
28 seconds have gone. It is 2-zip for Moeller. Jones with a perfect stroke for first free throw.
Yeah, Jones is shooting at a 71% clip on the season from that charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooters on the team.
Both teams averaging about 60%.
Which is surprising. A Moeller team's usually better from the free throw line than they have. This year is not standard for them.
Inside to number 5, Georgeton. Layup and is in for number 21, McCracken.
McCracken, again, using his length well, getting high and bouncing that ball off the glass, keeping it away from the defenders.
Number 2 is Jacob Goins.
So we come out, we see this zone that Moeller's in. It's a
Rodney Parks in the left wing here, back up to Goins up top. And now number 20, Kevin Austin.
Now they kind of like switch to man. They're kind of confused now. Has a long 3 hits.
Goins for 3, no. Right off the board is rebound by number 5, Georgeton. Georgeton looks to drive, hits the baseline, has to spin back around over to number 25, Hoffman.
Nice look underneath. McCracken
Inside
again.
And McCracken gets it. 6 points for Moeller, all from McCracken. Timeout, Winton Woods.
Much needed timeout. Don't want to get the Crusaders off to a fast start where you can't control what happens tempo-wise. They'll run you out of this gym.
Crusaders on a 6-game win streak coming in this game. Again, beating Elder last night, 48-43.
Right, very true. But it's hard to look past Winton Woods because next game up, LaSalle, who they're tied with, you mentioned, atop the GCL South League. Big matchup. LaSalle is number 4 in the coaches poll. Moeller is number 7. So you don't want to look ahead against Winton Woods, even though they are 5 and 14 on the season.
Winton Woods coming off of a 72-65 loss at Western Hills on Wednesday the 3rd. That was actually 4th. Sorry, it's been a long month so far. My 3rd basketball game of the day. Your 4th, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. Nice down low, up.
Nice money. Up and good money for Kevin Austin.
Good timeout. Utilized. Came out with a good play and executed very well. Interior pass deflected. Here we go. Let's see if Winton Woods can tie the score or gain the lead here. They're going to go for the lead. Corner 3, well off the mark. No iron drawn whatsoever. Crusaders are going to come up with Pittman. Pittman running the top of the key now. Passing McBride. McBride, the other really good ball handler on the team other than Georgeton, who has the ball right now. As they look, they're trying to set up a play, trying to get screens. Pittman, long 3.
NBA
front
3,
iron.
no.
Yeah. Rebound, Winton Woods.
Here's Goins. Up to number 5, which is Parks. Parks now number 20, Kevin Austin. 6'2", 175. Nearly stolen away by, looks like, Ben Rudelshofer.
What I've noticed right now is just a lot of one-and-dones for both sides. Not a whole lot of rebounding offensively. Good pass to the corner. Nice pump fake Pittman. He's going to get a blocking foul called. And it's going to be the Warriors' first team foul.
Kevin Austin drawing that. Having the obligatory what? Me reaction?
What's that?
Well, Mr. Austin had the obligatory what? Me reaction?
Yeah, well, they all get that look every once in a while. More often than not, really.
Looks like Austin tips that ball, inbounds pass out of bounds. 5:13 left, 6-4.
Eager to see what play. Oh, it's kind of like an X around McCracken. Wide open from the corner. Pittman can't knock it down.
Rolls around the back half.
Transition. Here we go. Can he finish? Does not.
No. Park's not able to get it to sink. 5 minutes left.
Nice look.
Pittman inside. That's up and good. Number 25, Curtis Hoffman.
The big guys have done a real nice job around the rim finishing so far in this first quarter. Maybe the guards need to take notice.
Pass inside, intercepted by number 23, Pittman. Pittman looks to drive, pulls up just inside the arc, clangs off the far iron.
Good
Goins
rebound.
with the rebound, brings it across. Pulls up just inside the crease, nothing. Foul on Moeller.
Looks like that was going to be a shooting foul. He's going to go free throw line where he's shooting 53% on the season. As you see the replay here, just inside, gets a piece of his hand. That's why he was off the mark.
Jacob Goins to shoot 2. This one is good. Winton Woods making 3 of their first 3 free throws. And both are good.
So looking ahead for Winton Woods after this, they got at Hughes and at Roger Bacon, because we're going to get a foul, a needless foul really, going up there, just trying to stay in front of them. Roger Bacon already won their division, their champions, and Hughes right there near Madison Road and Hyde Park. So this is the last home game for Winton Woods. They need to make a statement here for this crowd.
So 4:10 left. Driving in is number 4, J.P. Griner. No good.
One and done again. No offensive rebounds to be had.
Parks finds traffic. Tries to drive the baseline. Tries to dish up. Nothing. Jones unable to secure the ball. Into the game, number 5 for Moeller, Nate Georgeson.
Good remark saying he found traffic. Good job getting back by the Moeller defense, preventing anything from getting behind them.
Moeller 4 for 8 field goals. Winton Woods 1 for 5.
For Winton Woods, look for Terry Durham. He's the stud on this team point-wise, scoring around 16 points per game. See if he can line up the scoreboard. On Moeller's side, a lot of parity. There's no big point scorer on the Crusaders that you really need to worry about. Good team defense and good parity offensively.
Parity to Boyku dishes up for 2.
Lebuku. Nice job. And off the glass, Moeller can't respond. Rebound, Winton Woods.
Yep. Jacob
They're
Goins
tied.
gets it.
Here we go.
Goins pulls up just outside the free throw line.
Not
Just
make it.
short.
Oh,
He'll get now to Austin. Zach Exlis, number 3. One of the big football players for Winton Woods.
this man defense is giving them heck.
3 minutes remaining. All squared 8 right now.
Not much going on offensively. They're just kind of dribbling around. Now, like you said, inside 3 minutes, they got to be thinking they're in a good spot here, tied at 8.
Austin Jones is in the corner now, back up to Austin.
Typically, Moeller is a team to start slow offensively. So don't be surprised if this game's close during the first half.
Ball is loose. Moeller coming up with it. That is number 23, Grant Pittman. Over to Georgeton. From the corner for 3. Nothing for Kenneth.
Wade off the mark. Voss with a
Wade.
rebound. Hoop and harm. Riley Voss. A big stud that contributed yesterday against Elder Panthers. Now making a statement here late in the first quarter as we see creating space with that shoulder, getting inside the paint. Voss had 12 points, leading all of his Moeller teammates yesterday. Now we're going to see him go for a 3-point play. And it's true. Nice swish.
Ka-ching.
Need like a Mario Brothers
Winton Woods.
Coin thing on that.
Kevin Austin stepping on the sideline. Turnover.
That's one thing you don't really want to do against Moeller here early on. Turn the ball over, give them momentum. Like I said, they have a slow start, but if they get going early, you're not going to catch them.
Just over 2 minutes left in the first. Lead in the corner to number 14, Voss. Voss fires it across. Bounce fast, baseline feed, it's up. Nothing. There's number 21, Sam McCracken.
Yeah, McCracken usually makes those shots. He's been on for the most of the game. Just that's his first miss, I believe. As we're going to get Ronnie Parks coming in. And the replay on that out of bounds call, giving it back to Winton Woods. Now under 2 minutes left to play. Warriors in a good spot here, only down 3. Let's see if they can respond with a bucket of some sort. Get their offense clicking, getting some momentum. Nice screen. Probably should have looked inside for Debuku, who was flashing across the lane. Didn't pass it. Wasn't assertive enough to give him the ball. So now we're just dribbling outside the perimeter. A lot of standing around. Now we have some backdoor cuts. Free throw line. Looking for Debuku, nothing going. And you think about starting to penetrate, creating your offense, gets a screen, insert the passing lane by McBride. McBride getting a hand on. We're going to stay with the Winton Woods Warriors as Pittman's coming back in for Wade, replacing for the Crusaders. Pittman, he's still having a slow start offensively, but this kid can light it up. He really can. There's one game this season, he was 8 of 9 from three-point range.
Number 5 is Rodney Parks. Just over a minute left in the first. Parks to Exelis. Inside to Deboyku. Deboyku baseline drive. Pauses. Heads up. He's fouled on the way in. A good line.
Deboyku, nice job getting underneath with the pump fake and creating contact.
Foul was called on Voss. His first 3 on Moeller.
Deboyku, 78% free throw shooter, one of the best on the team. Switches the first one. We're going to get subs. Hoffman coming back in the game for Crusaders for Voss. And it looks like Savage coming into the game for Winton Woods for Goins.
Nice makes 2. Winton Woods, 100% so far from the stripe.
I think you're just a jinxed him, Jonathan.
No,
100%.
I said so far.
So, so that makes
There is no jinx. It's not possible to jinx
it totally is. I've done it many times. As we get Pittman.
Deep ball for
what
Pittman.
I tell you, far wing, Pittman. Don't let him create space. He doesn't need much. Here we go. Under a minute, 4-point lead. Let's see if Warriors can respond here. They're going to definitely hold for the final shot, it looks like. Just dribbling around half court. No challenge by the guards of Moeller, letting them dribble away as they please. I'm excited. I'm excited about this right now. I want to see what they can do. I want to see if they can come out with a 2 or 3 to end this first quarter.
Just over 17 seconds left. Must keep an eye on the clock.
Plays called. Spreading out offensively. Pick up top. We got 6 seconds left.
Parks up top. Looks for lane in. Steps back.
Man.
Fires. No. Deboyku tries to stick back. Nothing doing. So after 1, Moeller up 14-10, and Winton Woods is at least holding Moeller honest right now.
Yeah, and
right now.
It's just, in my opinion, that last series, that last shot for Winton Woods was incredibly disappointing. How their entire first quarter went. They were attacking, they're creating screens, they were doing well at spacing, but right there you just saw here when they tried to make a screen and pass the ball. As we see a graphic online for Waycross and future productions, and going on waycross.tv/volunteer to help us out in any sort of way. That was just a poor shot. I hate when teams wait so long into the shot clock, or in this case the game clock, for a final possession, and they just come up with nothing. They have so much time to do something, to create something, and they wait till 8 seconds to start running their offense, and then nothing happens. They get a shot like that was so far away from the three-point line. It's terrible. You know, you just wish that they started earlier, made more of an effort to spread out the offense, and do something more with it. I mean, there's so many things you could do. I mean, you could do a high ball screen. You could do a backdoor cut. You could dribble, drive, and penetrate, and then kick out. I mean, something that anything else from what they just did, honestly. So hopefully for Winton Woods, that doesn't carry into the second quarter, because if it does, this 4-point lead the Crusaders are going to have is going to balloon to 14.
First quarter, Moeller 46% field goal, Winton Woods 22, 6 for 13 versus 2 for 9. 3-point field goals, 25% for Mo, nil for Winton Woods. Both teams 100% from the charity stripe. 3 turnovers for Winton Woods, 1 for Moeller. Here's Parks to DeBoyku.
Yeah, and this Moeller defense is susceptible. It's not hard what they're doing. They're just playing sound defense. Dribble, penetrate. Come on, guys. There you go. Better. I should have just tried to attack there.
Parks thought better of it, kicked it out to DeBoyku. Now Parks on the right wing, into the corner. Back out, that's number 11 in the corner, Jeff Savage.
45 seconds gone off, and what have they done to show for it? And they're resetting here. 55 seconds have gone by, and they just lose the ball. Man.
DeBoyku not able to get a handle on that ball. If you're defense, you just keep doing what you're doing as long as the offense isn't doing anything against it,
Without a doubt, your help defense is incredible right now. The interior for the Moeller defense is collapsing very early on inside the 3-point line, so all those guards feel almost like they're claustrophobic. They get 2 guys on, they don't know what to do with the ball, so they pass it off, and then that guy who passed it off doesn't know what to do with it, so they pass it back, and they just keep running around the perimeter. So we get Georgetown. Nice handoff. McBride from the corner, no good. With his own rebound now. Back out to Georgetown, resetting. Pittman. Around perimeter, looking to penetrate. Now back to Georgetown, the ball control specialist. Voss, the sophomore, heading off McBride. A lot of perimeter passing as well. Georgetown could be quick with the ball. Good defense by Winton Woods right now. Nice dribble drive by Pittman, rejected by Jones. Well done on the interior. Let's see this one again. Dribble drive with the left hand. Pittman looks like he's got a lane. Jones says otherwise, not in my house. Last home game, I'll show you what's up. Moeller retains possession. Hoffman inside the paint. His triple team looks back out to Pittman. Nothing doing, reset for Georgetown. Georgetown waving off Pittman, trying to go through the lane. Looking high ball screen. Hoffman gets it. Pittman, long 3 from the wing. Back ironed it. Rebound Moeller, good effort. And where's the Winton Woods defense on that? Georgetown inside the lane, gets fouled, hoop and harm. He's going to the free throw line, trying to make it a 3-point play. Georgetown going to the free throw line where he is 71% on the season. Nice slide step, puts it up off the glass, nicely done. Finishes 3-point play.
Foul was on Austin Jones. It's his second. Team's 4th.
One thing that Winton Woods has to be happy about facing Moeller is that they do foul a lot, which should be conducive to penetration. Get inside that lane. Really make them foul you. Get to the free throw line. Create those fouls. Get them in foul trouble. Get inside that bonus.
Moeller averages 15 fouls per game per the stats. DeBoyku tried to feed in. No one there. Moeller on the rebound. Here is McBride. Drives to the hole and one.
And that's just, that's easily, that's good defense creating good offense. Because as we see the replay here, it gets up quick. McBride knows what to do with it. Just that slap petty foul from Winton Woods. And McBride saying, and one, baby.
Foul is on Kevin Austin. That's his second, team's 5th. And it's good for McBride.
McBride, not the best free throw shooter, under 50% for the season. So if he's the one going to be penetrating, especially late in the game, I remember last night against Elder, he actually was above 50% And after last night's game, he was below 50%, so didn't do anything to justify his good free throw percentage last night. But today, he made it, so kudos.
Here's Kevin Alston with it. Looks around to the wing. Far side with it is Rodney Parks, the 6-foot senior. And now inside to DeBoyku. DeBoyku baseline drive.
Yeah, Hoffman's going to get called for that blocking foul, it looks like.
It's on Curtis Hoffman, his first foul of the game, 4th on the team. DeBoyku inbounds to Exelis.
Hoffman, one of the biggest foul contributors on the team. Boyku, nice turnaround move off the marker with his left hand, and here comes Moeller running the ball. Whoa, almost lost it. Wade for 3, near wing. It's iron and backboard. Good defensive rebound by Winton Woods, and they want to push, down 10.
Rodney Parks tries to drive in, and a foul.
It's going to be a charging foul. Good defense by Moeller, staying put with their footing.
Second foul on Parks, 6th on the Woods.
Yep, nicely done. Gets inside the lane, knows he's coming, sets his feet, puts his arms up. Nice job by Riley Voss. That's how they teach him.
Referees for tonight, before we get too long into this. Jason Arthur, who I saw at the game I was at earlier, he was refereeing the Lakota West Sycamore girls game. Also Dan Cotterbaugh and Glenn Perry. Moeller with a handle on the ball. Number 23, Pittman, inside.
Ooh, nice.
Out
There's
for a
passing.
deep ball. It rolls off the iron. Try was by 14, Riley Voss.
That's great basketball.
Here's Goins over to Austin. Austin in the near wing. Now the corner for 3.
Money!
Splash for Jalen Lumpkin.
They're going to need a couple more of those to get back in this game. Now down 7. You know the pressure is going to keep put on by Moeller. They're not going to stop being aggressive.
3:13 and counting left. 20-13 in favor of Crusaders.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be it. I didn't hear the whistle, and I saw the foul, and I said, well, Zach's going to get away with one. As we see the three-pointer, he's got a lot of space. Good job creating space, really, for DeBoyku underneath. The defender late getting to him, Wade, didn't get to him in time. And an open 3 is nailed.
7 fouls on Winton Woods. Putting Moeller into the bonus. They almost restarted play without giving the bonus.
I noticed that, and I thought maybe it was just scoreboard error. I wasn't going to say anything, but you never want to point people's errors out. You know what I mean? People come here, they do have the goodness of the heart. Most of these guys, especially at the high school level, are doing it as a volunteer, as we are at Waycross, and you never want to necessarily point out a specific error at a scoreboard. Now, Peyton Manning, however, will do it no matter what.
Referees having a talk here at the scorers table. Trying to listen and see what the talk is. The Moeller stats have 7 fouls.
What's your book have?
I've got 7 on the book.
7 on the book here, 7 on the scoreboard, and we're
And
going to go 1 and 1.
1-1.
Nice catch by Coach Colin Kramer for the Crusaders. Coach Kramer really in his tenure right now. He's been there so long for the Crusaders. As the 1-on-1 is missed by Hoffman. Rebound Winton Woods.
Lumpkin tries kind of a lob pass in. It is tipped off of the tips of the fingers of Curtis Hoffman.
Yeah, look, I love the aggressiveness Hoffman has as he comes out of the game. He had the free throw, he missed it. He was pretty angry at himself coming down the court, and he really made up for it on that play, trying to get in the passing lane. And here we go. Corner
Austin
shot.
pulls up, and it's in.
You know, they should stay at the near corner of the gym because the last shot they hit was a 3 there, and they just hit one just inside the arc. I think that's their safety spot. That's where they just make them. They just stay there all night. That's where they should set up shop. Here we go. Moeller inside. Voss back out to McBride. To Pittman. Pittman looking to dribble drive with his right hand now. Hands off to Jorson. A lot of offense occurring up near the top of the key for the Crusaders. Nice screen. Give McBride the ball. And this is what happens. Jorson from the top of the key for three. Wow. Off the mark. Didn't even draw iron. Even though that's the shot that they had. And here is the Winton Woods last points from the near corner. The Moeller offense, I mean, it's fun to watch because they're all moving without the ball. And that's something that we should watch here if Winton Woods does. And you see there's three people right now not moving, and it's their big. So here we got a back screen. And this is the play they've run all the time where their postman comes up to the free throw line. One person goes out to the wing. See how they move on the baseline there. Kevin
Inside,
Austin
tipped out by number 21, Sam McCracken. That's something that I've seen Winton Woods in the past. They'll have one or two guys doing the work, and everyone else will just be standing around.
Yeah, and we'll watch here. And this is just good coaching by the Moeller Crusaders as you see everybody, all five of them moving without the ball, trying to create something for the other. It's unselfish, but yet selfish because you're creating something for somebody else, but yet you never know when you create something as we're going to get a silly blocking foul, which is going to put Moeller at the free throw line.
Push foul called on Jacob Goins for Winton Woods. His first, team's 8th. And they'll send number 5, Nate Georgeton, to the line for a 1-and-1.
Where he's 71% on the season.
And it's good.
So Winton Woods did a good job, down 10, getting it within 5. Now, probably and most likely going to be a 7-point lead when they get the ball back here with 1:34 left to play in the first half. I haven't seen a whole lot offensively come from Winton Woods other than that just one play. They have a lot of people going around the baseline and then getting the ball into a corner and getting in trouble past perimeter. It just doesn't make sense to me why more people aren't moving without the ball, trying to call for the ball, penetrating. This needs to happen. It's probably why their record is what it is right now, is because they don't create offense for other people.
Jeff Savage for Winton Woods, just inside the center circle now. Turns it over to number 12, Jalen Lumpkin.
Better. Nice. He wasn't ready. See, he wasn't ready. If he was ready there, he could have shot that ball. You got to be ready. Always be ready. You got to be in that triple threat position, either to catch a pass it, shoot it, or dribble it.
Boyko to Lumpkin to Savage, now in the corner, number 20, Kevin Austin. Boyko in the corner. Pull up, 4-3, rims out for number 11,
that shot
Savage.
Was flat. Dribble drive, kick out. He's wide open if he wants it. He takes it, and he makes it.
Flag, 23, Pittman on the tray.
So now, advantage balloon back up to 10. As I just mentioned, how they did a good job of depleting it to 5. Need a response here from the Warriors.
Under 30 seconds left. Timeout called by Donnie Gillespie. 30 seconds with 21.1 left. Some stats here at this pause in action. Here's a replay on that 3 from
Yeah, and you
Pittman.
see the space create, and you saw right there where Georgeton, he didn't have the ball. He dribbled it, but then he also got in the way of the person trying to collapse that, and that's the team basketball that you want.
Moeller shooting 41%, 9 for 22 field goal. Winton Woods 4 for 13 for 31%. 3-pointers, Winton Woods 1 out of 6 for 17%. Moeller not much better, 2 for 9, 22%. Winton Woods still 100% from free throw range. Moeller 5 for 6, 83%. 7 turnovers for Winton Woods.
Wow.
But pretty even on rebounds. Winton Woods 12, Moeller 11.
But the offensive rebounds,
4 for Moeller, 2 for Winton
that's
Woods.
just for both of them. That's just bad. You need more offensive rebounds.
1 block apiece, 3 steals for Moeller, 1 for Winton Woods.
And you see a big statistic there is assists. 7 assists. That's team basketball. That's getting other people involved, being unselfish, creating opportunities for your teammates. That's what good basketball players do as we're inside 10 seconds here.
Austin drives for three, clangs off the iron.
Now they're going to have under 4 seconds if they want to shoot it. Georgetown's going to have to shoot it now, lift it, and they're not going to get a shot off going into halftime.
So after one half of action, Moeller Crusaders up 25-15 over the Winton Woods Warriors. We'll be back after this here on Waycross Community Media.
I began producing and volunteering for Waycross when I was in 7th grade. Since then, I have produced many programs that have won awards on the local, regional, and even national level.
Waycross Media was the ideal place for me. I just got involved in, as I say, as a hobby and continued on from there.
Anyone with a message that they want to share should come to Waycross, take the classes, and produce their own television show.
Julie, what's up?
I was wondering if you could help me with that home ec project.
So what's the project? How to make white bread? Why doesn't she ask one of her other friends? Yeah, why don't you just leave?
Sorry.
Why you gotta be like that? Julie.
Imagine the power of one voice. Find yours at freedomcenter.org.
Welcome back to Winton Woods High School. Winton Woods Warriors trailing the Moeller Crusaders 25-15. Here from Winton Woods High School. Team's coming back out for warm-ups to start their second period. Patrick Lewis alongside me, Jonathan Palmer. Patrick, it was all Moeller first half, I'd say.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're right to a certain extent. I think the first quarter was pretty even. They did some good things, Winton Woods did, against a Moeller team that really, if they had all their energy, all of their focus, would have dominated. They're only scoring 25 points right now, and that's not near their season average, 54 points. I mean, granted, 54 points isn't that great, but they should, honestly, against this team, be scoring a lot more. Voss, a big score for them, has contributed mostly with 11 points. I'm sorry, not 11 points. But Voss is usually their go-to, and when Winton Woods needs their big players, it's more like Terry Durham and Dubuku, and neither of them are coming up with anything right now. Dubuku really has only shot the ball 3 times, needs to get the ball more in their offensive sets.
And the big thing, we started talking about it late in the second quarter. Assists, Moeller 7, Winton Woods 3.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, that's indicative of basically what we were talking about the first half, of how unselfish a team needs to be to create for their teammates. Because when you see that assist number go up, that means when you see the points go up. It's coinciding with each other. I mean, you see Chris Paul, he's the assist guy, right? That's why he's got the State Farm commercial. And why does Blake Griffin, why does DeAndre Jordan have so many points? Why are they so beneficial now on the offensive end? It's because Chris Paul is assisting them. I mean, we need to see more team basketball from Winton Woods if they're going to come back in this game down 10.
Neither team shooting well from beyond the arc. Moeller 2 for 9, 22%. Winton Woods 1 for 7, 14%. So everyone's getting inside. Winton Woods is only 30% inside, though. Not doing them very well. Moeller starts the second half with the ball. Squeezes out to number 23, Pittman. He's fouled before the shot.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I was talking about, passing. I mean, he was stuck in that corner, but he has to know how to get out of it and pass across the court. And here's that cross-court pass. Pittman, he's been on fire from 3. Really could have taken that 3, but a smart basketball player getting in close proximity to the rim because, A, that's the name of the game. You're up 10. You don't need a 3. He's trying to get a better quality shot for himself.
Foul was on Kevin Austin. It's his third, team's first of the half. Into the game, number 3, Zach Exelis taking the seat on the bench for now. Kevin Austin. Moeller lobs in to Number 22, McBride. And 23, Pittman. Up to Georgeton.
Nice screen set up top. Huffman getting the ball. Guarded by Jones.
Georgeton with it now over to McBride, who pulls up from the charity stripe, nothing. Ball is loose and rebound by number 5, Georgeton.
And you see all of these open shots McBride, just like that one had, is because the screen's being set and movement by their other teammates doing work. Pittman thought about 3, back to Georgetown, now over to McBride, penetrating, easy dish to Huffman. Huffman didn't do anything with it underneath. Nice penetration by Georgetown, now kick it back out. Pittman from the far wing, off the mark. McBride trying to do something clever and getting athletic ability up in the air, can't do it. It's gonna go out of bounds. Good offensive possession though, just couldn't make the shot.
Exelis taps it into Rodney Parks. And Winton Woods into their forecourt, 6:50 left. Scoreless for almost the first minute and a half.
Nice look. Man, you wish you would have done something with that. Now it's just too late.
Bounce pass intended for Austin Jones inside. Out of bounds. Georgetown not able to keep it in.
One thing I did notice the entire first half that, and this was evident in the JV game as well, is the decision making for Winton Woods Warriors needs to be happening sooner. They see things that could be happening, people flashing inside the lane, shots need to be made, passes need to be made, decisions need to be made sooner. Penetration is going to get, yes, an and one.
Rodney Parks on the and one. Foul is on Nate Georgeton, his first, team's first.
As a look at the replay, shifts his weight, dribble drive with his left hand. Georgeton couldn't get in front. The help was a little late. Not sure if that was he called it on Georgeton, but it kind of looked like it was more on the post player. Didn't get the number on that, but as he misses the free throw, Moeller comes up with it.
DeBoyku had a hand on it, couldn't control it. 2-on-1. It's out of that trap. Bounce pass inside to Hoffman. Hoffman now up. Georgeton via Pittman.
Nice look.
McBride
Hoffman's
inside to Hoffman. No bad.
Oh, he traveled. Oh, man. I'm not going to lie to you, but as a basketball fan, that was a great move. I'm not sure if he shuffled his feet now. We're going to get another look. Here's one dribble. There is the jump stop. I'm not sure I see it there. Jonathan, did you see anything?
Did he dribble?
Yeah, he had a dribble and a jump stop. It was an interesting call. Home court advantage, right?
I'm not one to usually challenge referees either way.
He does that.
There is no allowance for any bonus step by the NFHS rules. So, every time someone drives for a layup and they take a second step,
you mean a jump stop?
No, like in any other case. Technically, once you have a pivot foot, it's not allowed to move unless you're going for a try or dribbling.
Right, as Jones misses the first free throw. I guess I know what you mean, and I understand that you're trying to understand it, but it's just, honestly, like he dribbled the ball and then he jump stopped, which is not a travel, unless the jump stop is changed from a traveling violation. But anyway.
We'll have to consult the OHSA rules interpreter.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm not sure. We're going to have to figure that out. But regardless.
Foul is on Rodney Parks, his third, team's second.
So, 7-point lead now. Keeping it close.
If they stop playing the game, I could look up the thing in the rule book.
Well, who does
TV
that?
timeout.
Yeah, I know, right? Where's the media when you need them? Oh, nice backup by McBride, finishing around the rim. Very well done. Man, I just love this offense. When the passing is good, see the replay, just looking for him. They knew the pass was going to come. He was ready for it. Catches it, nice hands, a nice pass. Voss to McBride. McBride finishing. And makes it. Nice. Absolutely. I said he was a 50% shooter, and he's made both of them. So give him credit.
Foul was on Jalen Lumpkins, his first. 3 team fouls on Winton Woods. Nicholas into the corner, number 12, Jalen Lumpkin.
Oh. It's going to be a foul on Jones.
So 3 Winwoods players in foul trouble with 3.
And that's a turnover that's going to hurt because they needed a response after that 3-point play by McBride. They're going to balloon this, I think, now. Moore's, ooh, yeah. He got that ball at the top of key. Pittman now hits the 3 off the 13. Momentum is shifting down to Moeller, and yeah,
Full timeout
the Warriors
called by
feel it.
Winwoods.
They got to stop it.
Largest lead for Moeller right now at 13.
What do you think? I mean, you've watched Winton Woods most of the season. When they get down by something like this, what do they usually do? I mean, I could look at their record and just guess they collapse. But what is their response usually? Do they even make it close? I mean, I can look at it and say, their record, right? They've had some close games, 72-65, 47-45. But then they have a blowout, 56-36, another close game, but then another blowout. It's either they fold completely, maybe, or they make it close. Like, what is your assessment on that?
It's only actually the second Winwoods boys game I've seen, just due to work things.
Oh, okay.
But
trying to put you on the spot there.
I'm not sure. If you look at the score lines from all the games, you can't really paint a picture because they beat some teams you think might be better than them, and they lose to teams that you think shouldn't be anywhere right now. I think you're seeing right now what the usual problem is year in and year out lately is you get people that don't try to put in the team effort.
Okay.
They may not be being selfish, but they're just not playing as a cohesive unit.
Right. And I'm looking at their schedule they played St. X early in the season at home and lost by 20. Now, again, that was early in the season, but towards, just recently, they've had close games or won most of their games at home. So home used to be, where the heart lies, but they're playing a GCL team and they're not used to the competitiveness of. So you step up their game.
And remember, Winton Woods is also independent, so they don't have the luxury of consistent opponents in conference.
That's true, but it's also a blessing, too. In some respects, like Notre Dame football.
They had some long gaps in between games. They had like a week and a half between a game against Thurgood Marshall and Lakota West, I believe it was.
Well, it didn't help them against Thurgood Marshall when they got beat by 20.
Yeah, there were quite a few games that they had long gaps, so I don't know if they just don't get into a rhythm.
Yeah, that might be true. I don't know. It could be messing with it, especially in high school. Your hormones are up and down. You just don't have a routine. Who knows? So here we go. Moeller. See if they can extend their 13-point lead.
Pittman into Hoffman. Hoffman in traffic. Kicks it back out to
man.
Number 5, Georgetown, 4-3.
That could be a big dagger for them if they don't respond here. And with an air ball, 1-and-out possession, this could get ugly for the Warriors pretty quickly here. Second half of the third quarter.
Yeah, DeBoyku ran into traffic. Instead of trying to reset, he just pulled up for a shot. But I don't think he was quite ready for there.
Yeah, he's not athletic enough to make that shot right now. As a junior, maybe he can make it next year. I don't know, but good rebound there by DeBoyku.
Pittman on the miss. 3:10 left. Cross over to Jalen Lumpkin. Inside to number 2, Goins.
Make a move. Make a move.
Correction, that's number 3, Exless. Rolls off the rim.
Ooh,
and a foul.
I'm surprised they didn't get it. They did get a foul, you said. Here we go. So here we go. Take a look at the 3. The inside-out play. The double team of Hoffman. Georgetown open at the top of the key. Nice form and follow through. Nails it. That's just so good to see. I talk about the art of basketball a little bit and just the beautification of it. Like when you have that follow through, you just let that wrist hang and just, oh, I love it. A lot of people do it for show because they feel like, it's an image thing. I love it just because it's fundamental. And that's what they're teaching kids, honestly, when it comes to the core of high school games. You want to teach kids the fundamentals. Wow, lots of contact underneath that hoop.
And one.
Yeah, McBride showing his strength underneath, going baseline. Starts at the wing, the near wing, just blows by with his left hand. Really probably could have dunked the ball, but just gets raked across the upper body, hits it off the glass and in. That's a collegiate level style of play right there.
16 fouls on Winton Woods.
And that's going to be something that's going to hurt them. I mean, I don't foresee them with an 18-point lead right now coming back into this game. But if they are, that's going to be a hindrance on the Warriors side, already having 16 fouls. The next foul is going to put Moeller shooting the free throws. And even though they're not that great of a free throw shooting team, you put that many times on the line, they're going to make them.
Going Savage, 4-2, no good.
Man, again, their offensive rebounds. Maybe it's time to put Christopher Oakes in from the JV squad. They were saving him. Why not give him a shot out there, right?
Why not?
They need somebody to start rebounding the ball and putting back. They need an offensive presence. Hoffman going in the lane, wild shot, doesn't even draw iron off the backboard. We're in transition here. Winton Woods trying to make something, and they're going to get a charge call. See if we can get that replay. Charge calls are very borderline and gray area. Ooh, that's close. He was shifting over right at the last minute. Didn't look like he had his feet completely set. Didn't get the home court call.
You see number 24 out there for Winton Woods?
I do.
That's Mr. Oates.
Look at that.
It's like
he must
they
have
read
heard
your
me.
mind.
He read my. He was reading my mind, really. McCracken, low block. Not a good shot there. Rebound Winton Woods.
Goins pulls up for mid-range.
Man, 2 air balls.
Supposed to be a pass, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's for his benefit. McBride on the drive. He's going to the free throw line. And that's going to be the 17th foul. Actually, it's going to be 18th foul because we just had that charge. So now they're going to be shooting shots from here on out. 1:42 left in the third quarter. 19-point advantage for the Crusaders. Trying to make it 20.
First shot is good for McBride.
And McBride, just to give you some insight on his game, he leads the GCL in rebounds. I'm not even joking. This is amazing. McBride hits both.
Come on, guys, big stop here, get a stop.
He's a 6', 171. He leads the league in rebounds. I mean, granted, there's only 4 teams in GCL, but there are studs in the GCL. As you can see, Voss and Hoffman, much taller people. 6 foot guy. That's about effort. Getting underneath, following your shot. Being scrappy.
Goins looks in, ball is loose, picked up by Oates. Now kicked out to DeBoyku. DeBoyku looks in, turnaround. On the up, nothing. Ball batted down, rebounded by number 15, Ken Naveed. Over to Georgeson. Naveed. Georgeson taking the point. Crossing under 1 minute left in the third period. 39-18, Crusaders.
Wondering if they're just going to try to stall out
for last
here.
shot.
Yeah.
There's Pittman.
Wow.
For 3 on Wade. That's short. Out of bounds.
He comes out of the game on that. I mean, they do have a 21-point lead, but not a quality shot. A little upset with himself, Wade is.
Come on, guys.
So here we go. Now 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter, down 21.
Come on, Kenny. Come
See
on,
if the
Kenny.
Warriors
Good,
can come
good,
up with
good.
some kind of points. Turnover.
DeBoyku that was intended for, couldn't get his hands around it.
It's just it's disappointing, honestly. Like you want them to do so well. They have potential. It's just you got to make decisions, guys. Make quality decisions. Got to be ready for the ball. Georgeson on the drive, air balls. Winton Woods, last second shot. Heave is no good. Going into now the final frame of this contest. Moeller Crusaders, Winton Warriors. Shall I call it a blowout yet? 39-18, not yet, says the Winton Woods graduate.
Until I tell you this. That was a 14-3 third quarter. So yes, I think we can call it a blowout.
Hey, you were waiting on it. No.
I had to qualify it first, so the viewers knew why we were.
Okay, you had to. Gotcha. So
Winton Woods has not had an assist at all this half as yet. 10 assists.
So just getting a replay on the strength that we saw. One of the best plays this quarter we saw from McBride, showing great strength that I mentioned as the collegiate play. So seeing the graphic up as you watch, we are all volunteers here helping for the most part. Jonathan and I do this for the passion of the game. We just want to make you guys have a quality experience.
And the free food.
I didn't get any food.
That's true. Never mind.
Insight. So yeah, if you guys want to volunteer, come down. Go on our website, waycross.tv/volunteer. They have a schedule up there, whatever you're interested in. It doesn't have to be sports. It could be choir. It could be government. There's a number of different things you can get involved with. You see it on your screen. If you want to see this game rebroadcast, Time Warner Cable will have it Sunday, February 8th at 10 a.m. Phi Optics, if you have that, that's channel 850. It will be broadcast on February 11th at 10 p.m. I'm sorry, didn't mention the Time Warner Cable is 979 for Time Warner channel. And also, if you're in the surrounding area, Forest Park, Green Hills, and Springfield Township, 15 is your channel for Time Warner Cable, and 851 for Phi Optics. And we have the start and
Jay Allen
score.
pulls 2 to start the final quarter of play. For 3, it clangs off the iron. Rebound by number 25, Hoffman. Now here's McBride. Second chance points so far in the game. Winton 0. Big Mo 6. Here's in the paint. And 1.
Nicely done. Is that Munns? It is, Brad Munns. Now into the game. Munns, a senior guard, 6'1", 199. As we see the replay, it looked like that was a 3 on that end.
Yeah, that was an earlier 3, and he gets the N1.
Munns does a nice job coming into the game. Not a starter, but now contributing. Now we have a very large lead. Getting some of the reserves in, giving some playing time.
Moeller
some
has,
PT.
Yes,
Giving
sir.
them some PT.
You liked PT back in your day, didn't you?
I lacked it. That's so we get a dribble drive with left hand off the mark. Good rebound by who else? Vaz. This is the Vaz. Top of the key. Munns has it.
Yep.
Going back to the sophomore, Riley Vaz. Leading at the top of the key. Hoffman. Back to Jorson. Good bounce pass interior. Pass back out. I love this. I just love the opportunities they're creating for multiple players. You don't see this on the Winwood side, right? You see one or two players possibly getting their hands on the ball. Every single player I've seen touch the ball for the Crusaders right now. Give them multiple opportunities. This is great coaching. Oh, he had that pass underneath, decided not to do it, resets. Nothing wrong with that. Up 21 points.
5 steals in the game so far for Moeller. 1 steal by Winton Woods. Still pretty even on total rebounds. For 3 for Georgetown, nothing but net.
Look at that. Not a high 3-point percentage. Only around 27% for the season, but knocks that one down.
DeBoyko inside, under pressure, pops it up. Nope. Cannot play it off the iron. And Moeller with it.
I like to see Oaks in, though. I want to see him trying to contribute as McBride really quickly down the end, converts in transition. And this is out of hand right now.
Beautiful dish up by McBride there. Under 5.5 left in this contest.
Stay disciplined. 20.
Aaron pass is going to go back court.
Over and back. So turnover again, Winton Woods. That will be their, wherever turnover, oh, that'll be their 12th turnover of the game. Moeller has turned it over
Twice.
Twice. Yes.
As we see that nice play by McBride right before the timeout was called.
Yep, Wintonwood's timeout. It's a full. 5:15 left.
And this is, and I hate to say this, but just in comparing and contrasting these two squads, it's really, you see how evident it is between a fundamental, sound squad as we get another look at the three-pointer.
Open
right before, look. Yes, by Georgeson. I mean, just the solid fundamentals that the Crusaders have, the foundation that they've built on, you know, even though their free throws aren't up, you know, as where they should be. I'm not going to lie to you. Moeller, as a whole, every season usually has great free throw shooting teams. They're like Xavier. If you're a big Xavier Musketeer fans, people in Cincinnati, Washington, they always have good free throw shooting squads. Can't say the same for UC. You can't. You just can't. But, I mean, aside from that, this is a very good squad. And you see on the contrast, as we get another look at Munz's great three-point play and bucket, Winton Woods not doing a great job passing the ball, not doing a great job penetrating, not doing a great job looking for anyone else to do something other than themselves. It's very selfish basketball. They're not really rebounding at all. I mean, offensively, neither squad is offensively rebounding, but it's just, you just see two ends of the spectrum in the game today with a quality team out of the GCL and a Winton Woods squad that has a lot to achieve with.
Here's Muntz, kicks it out. No, that was actually correct. Yeah, that was Hoffman. Now in the corner, number 14, Voss. Here's Muntz with the ball. Moeller is slowing down. They don't need to push right now with this 26-point lead.
Hoffman.
Oh,
nice
block down
block.
the way in.
They're going to give him the ball? They are.
Yeah, that's Hoffman.
That's Jay Allen coming in to making a play off the reserve squad.
Come on, Sam.
Hoffman going up strong, coming from behind. Jay Allen making a nice athletic play, giving their squad a chance here. Only 21 points in this tilt.
Rodney Parks, Prince Charles. Back to your point about fundamentals. I think the last Winton Woods team I saw with good fundamentals, good team play, was in the last year or two when Samaje Christian was here at Winton Woods. So that's about, what, 3 or 4 seasons ago now.
Yeah, and we all know where he went. Xavier University,
yes, sir.
And now he's in the pros. So good leadership will translate to good basketball.
That was the same team that had one of my former color partners here at Waycross, Quan Cheatham. He had some he was great from outside.
Nice bounce pass. Oh.
Putback is up there by Hoffman. Adding 2 more to the significant margin.
Yeah, and we see line shifts coming in now from Moeller. They know that they got this win in hand. They got a big contest coming up against LaSalle. They're going to want to get their reserves in, get some minutes. Make sure that happens. Give them a rest.
Allen, not quite sure on, here's the Moeller steal for basket coming up on replay, Patrick.
Good defense. Georgian getting his hands in there, being scrappy. And great pass, bounce pass down the court. Pittman can't hold on to it, doesn't really convert, but again, team basketball, following everybody down the court. That's the effort that we talk about. No matter what your skill level, effort will make skill, will make talent sometimes.
Inbound pass intercepted by Munz. "13 turnovers for Winton Woods."
Man. I mean, that's not a whole lot, but it's enough.
In a game like this, it's a lot.
Well, when you're playing against a team that's, again, fundamentally sound.
Inside, number 21, McCracken not able to get a handle on that. The one thing in the past, when Winton Woods had the fundamentals, the one thing that I've seen catch Winton Woods out is trying to be too showman, too much of a show. Trying to get those big jams after a steal on the fast break. So many times you'd see him go for the jam and ping straight up into the air.
Well, you can do that if you have a lead, if you have the athleticism to do that. But if you don't have a lead and you don't have that comfortable
Well, yeah, that's the
growth,
thing.
then what's the point? And nice job challenging that pass by the Crusaders. You know, one thing I am, to segue a little bit, I'm surprised about Moeller tonight. They're not even at their season average. So we could probably attest to Wintonwood's defense. I mean, let's give them credit to a certain extent. As we get a block.
Block
McCracken.
by McCracken. And it comes the other way. Here is Griner with it. Sorry, go ahead.
To Wintonwood's credit, they did play good defense. Long three off the mark. A lot has to do with that, too. The reason they're not scoring as much is because they held the ball a lot. They were up a lot. They obviously no shot clock in high school. Long three is off the back iron, more with the rebound. And you're not going to get those high scoring totals if you hold the ball for minutes at a time. So, you know, give credit where credit's due for the Winton-Woods, but don't pound your chest too much right now. As we're going to get a timeout by Moeller to get their subs in.
Moeller. 2:04 left. So 30. Taking their first timeout of the game.
Yeah, as Dotson and Young come in for the reserve squad. I'm glad to see Young getting some playing time. He got some playing time on the reserve. Dotson got some playing time on the reserve. And now 5 quarters, if anyone's wondering, is the allotment of time that any high school player can play
in one day.
Correct. So, as you can see, that's some nice little Waycross camera.
One of our
smiles.
new guys.
That's right. And you see, we're down here somewhere. If you guys get us, you kind of saw my hand for a second. But anyway, I want to see some players really step up that are young right now. And this is their opportunity to shine, give some little playing time, make a mark. Mm-hmm. They're young. You know, this is great. It's a blowout. We're just gonna say it. I don't want to be offensive, but it's at a point where just giving these kids some experience, even for Winton Woods, get these young kids in, give them some playing time, understand what the varsity level is all about, the speed of the game.
And in a game like this too, you don't want your team to push so much to try and stave off the risk of injury. Muntz feeds it over to Hansen. And Moeller with this 28-point lead, no need to push at all.
What I do like, though, is you see people moving out the ball, trying to get those back screens. Look at that. That Princeton offense, so to speak. I love it. Even the reserves know how to play the ball.
90 seconds remaining in the contest.
And you know the reason they know how to do this is because they teach it at all levels. Freshman to varsity. It's the scheme they run. Nice pass.
Side to Gavin Young, 4-2.
There he is, finishing.
His first points of the game.
I'm proud of the young man. Nice cut, handling the ball very well and finishing. So now, at 1 minute. Oh, rejection
from Zach Exley's try, but Winton Woods keeps
Dotson.
Tick under. Dotson on the rejection.
Dotson, yes.
Exley
a little too aggressive
shot.
there. Ooh, a foul could have been called
For
on that.
3, clangs off the far iron.
Oh,
rebound and put back. Nothing.
If it was the NBA, that would have been a flop call, I would assume. Dotson passing deflected, looking for Munns.
Deflected off of Jeff Savage. Here's your Dotson block.
Yeah. Good defense. Just look at that extension, that right arm, just getting all that ball. I mean, you let him go by, but I mean, you have the athletic ability to get right around him, put it in that lane, and and then a nice interior pass on the inbounds play. That's Sam Henson. Again, the finish for the Crusaders as we are under 30 seconds. I love defense. I don't know why. I'm just a sucker for the block. I can talk about blocks all night.
Shot up and good.
It's going. We are now approaching the final seconds of this contest as Young gets it up the court. And it's silly. I mean, you're fouling. You're going to put him on the line. What are you doing? Help me out to explain that one. What are you doing?
I don't know. Why would you foul when you have no chance?
So this is the awesome pass to Young, and Young doing a good job with ball control and reflexes to keep it in his grasp and finishing around the rim. And I was just praising him, and he misses a foul shot.
I guess Winton just thought they'd give Moeller some free throw practice.
Yeah, rattles that one in. I mean, you're up 30. You're down 30 if you're Winton Woods looking at it, and you foul. What's the deal, man?
Yeah. So 54-23 the final. A quick go through of the final stats since we have them. Field goal percentage, Moeller 19 for 43, Winton Woods 7 for 30. 3-point, Moeller 5 for 17, Winton Woods 2 for 13. Free throws, 11 for 13 for Moeller, 7 for 9 for Winton Woods. And again, 15 assists for Moeller, 5 for Winton Woods. Total rebounds, 27-23. Final thoughts, Patrick?
You know, great job by the Moeller Crusaders making a statement. You know, winning by a total of 31 points. You can't give them more credit. Right on their season average. Winton Woods, there's a lot of improvement to be made. Team basketball, remember that, guys. It's this unselfish team sport. I want to come back. I want to come back next year.
We'll come back.
Yeah, and I
we'll
want to see
back.
improvement. I want to see it. I hope this coaching staff finds a way for these guys to be more unselfish, pass the basketball, and just have fun, because really the effort needs to be there. The fun will be there if you do. The winning will come, and everyone's going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. I'm always happy.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.